The trap of comparison. Nathan spent most of his life looking over his shoulder. Every time he opened social media, drove through a nicer neighborhood, or heard about a friend's success, he felt like he was losing a race. He worked hard, paid his bills, and took care of his responsibilities, but it never seemed enough. Someone always had a bigger house, a newer car, a better job, or more money in the bank. The comparison slowly poisoned his confidence. Instead of appreciating how far he had come, he focused only on how far others seemed ahead. Every accomplishment felt small because someone else had achieved something greater. Over time, he became exhausted, not from work, but from constantly measuring himself against everyone around him. One evening, after another long day, Nathan sat alone on his porch watching the sunset. He thought about all the years he had spent chasing other people's definitions of success. He remembered dreams he had abandoned because he believed someone else was already doing them better. He thought about opportunities he never pursued because he felt inadequate. The more he reflected, the more he realized that comparison had stolen something valuable from him, his peace of mind. For the first time, he asked himself a simple question: what if I'm running the wrong race? That question stayed with him for days. He began noticing how often he compared himself to others. At work, at family gatherings, online, everywhere, it had become a habit. He realized he wasn't competing against people, he was competing against an impossible standard. There would always be someone richer, smarter, stronger, or more successful. If that was the scoreboard, he would never feel like he was winning. Then one morning, while listening to a motivational speaker during his commute, he heard a sentence that changed everything: "Your only competition is the person you were yesterday." The words struck him like lightning. They sounded simple, but they carried a profound truth. For the rest of the drive, he couldn't stop thinking about them. What if success wasn't about beating others? What if success was about becoming a little better every single day? That day marked the beginning of a new journey, one that would change his life in ways he never expected. Meeting the old version of himself. The next morning Nathan started a notebook. On the first page he wrote, "How can I become 1% better today?" It seemed insignificant, almost childish. Yet he decided to try. Instead of setting impossible goals, he focused on small improvements. He woke up 15 minutes earlier. He read a few pages of a book. He walked around the block after dinner. None of these actions were dramatic, but they represented progress. Days turned into weeks. The notebook filled with small victories. Some days he exercised. Some days he learned something new. Some days he simply avoided wasting time on activities that didn't improve his life. He stopped looking at what others were doing and started paying attention to his own habits. The change was subtle at first, but it was real. One afternoon he found an old photo of himself from 5 years earlier. Looking at it, he realized how much he had already overcome. Financial struggles, personal setbacks, failures, disappointments. The man in the photograph had faced challenges that the current Nathan had almost forgotten. Suddenly he understood something important: he wasn't starting from zero. He had already been growing all along. The more he focused on his own progress, the less he cared about other people's achievements. He wasn't jealous anymore. Instead, he felt inspired. Someone else's success no longer felt like evidence of his failure. It became proof of what was possible. For the first time in years, Nathan felt hopeful. Not because his circumstances had dramatically improved, but because his mindset had changed. He no longer needed to win someone else's race. He only needed to keep moving forward. The difficult days. Growth wasn't always easy. Some days Nathan felt motivated. Other days he felt tired, discouraged, and frustrated. There were mornings when he wanted to stay in bed and evenings when he wanted to quit altogether. Progress seemed slow. Results were often invisible. One particularly difficult month tested everything he had learned. Unexpected bills appeared. Work became stressful. A project he had worked on for months failed. The old Nathan would have compared himself to others and concluded that he wasn't good enough. But this time he responded differently. Instead of asking, "Why am I behind?" he asked, "What can I learn?" Instead of focusing on failure, he focused on improvement. Each setback became a lesson. Each obstacle became an opportunity to grow stronger. The difficult days taught him that self-improvement isn't about perfection. It's about persistence. The goal isn't to never fail. The goal is to keep moving forward after failure. Every challenge became another chance to prove that he was stronger than he had been yesterday. Slowly, the difficult days stopped feeling like enemies. They became teachers. The compound effect of small wins. After a year of consistent effort, the results became impossible to ignore. Nathan was healthier, more confident, more disciplined. His finances had improved. His relationships had strengthened. Most importantly, he felt proud of himself. The remarkable thing was that none of these changes came from a dramatic breakthrough. They came from hundreds of small decisions repeated consistently over time. The 15-minute walks became daily workouts. The few pages of reading became dozens of completed books. The small savings habit became a growing investment account. Nathan learned a powerful lesson. Success is rarely explosive. Most of the time it grows quietly. Like planting a tree, you don't see much happening in the beginning. But beneath the surface, roots are developing. Then one day the growth becomes visible. People started asking him what had changed. They assumed he had discovered some secret. Nathan would smile and explain that there was no secret. He simply stopped competing with other people and started competing with himself. The compound effect of small wins transformed his life. The ultimate victory. Years later, Nathan looked back on the journey that began with a simple sentence. His life wasn't perfect. Challenges still existed. Problems still appeared. But he was no longer the same person. He had learned that comparison creates insecurity, while progress creates confidence. He had learned that growth doesn't happen overnight. It happens through daily choices repeated consistently over time. He had learned that the strongest person isn't the one who defeats everyone else. It's the one who refuses to quit on themselves. Standing in front of a mirror one morning, Nathan smiled. The reflection looking back wasn't richer than everyone else. It wasn't more successful than everyone else. It wasn't better than everyone else. It was simply better than yesterday. And that was enough. Because true victory isn't about defeating the world. It's about becoming the best version of yourself, one day at a time.